There's a knocking on the door. I say, who is it, where you from? A man says, Freddy. I say, Freddy, who? He said, Freddy, I'm not here, I come. Oh, boy. Him almost died. Washing them dishes, leaving them spine.
Welcome to episode 6 of Made You Listen. Today it's I Was Not Freddy for That, part 2 of Freddy Koella's stint. It's triad time again, 3 shows in 3 different cities at 3 different venues, mostly. The 3 in Detroit were all at the State Theater, probably for safety's sake. In Toronto, we had a show at a small arena, the Rico, capacity about 4,000, one in a larger club, the Cool House, where you can get about 2,000 in, and then a third show at the Phoenix Concert Theater with a capacity of 800. In Washington, we also had a small theater show at the 930 Club, an arena show at the Bender Arena, and a proper theater show at the Warner Theater. We did not know this would be Freddy's last tour. It wasn't meant to be, but things never work out the way you had them planned. In fact, his time with Bob was truncated both at the beginning and at the end, as he was invited to join the tour at the beginning of the 2003 Australian-New Zealand leg, but had prior commitments and Billy Burnett filled in there. He was also meant to stay on, but he ended up getting sick. In Ray Padgett's terrific book of interviews with former Dylan band members and other hangers-on, Pledging My Time, Freddy addresses the issue. Did you know the show was going to be your last? Not at all. I fell sick on the time off, really sick. I had kidney failure from a sinus infection, a very rare disease. I went to the hospital and I was really in bad shape. They didn't know what I had at first and I thought I would die. I called the manager and I told them this is when I'm at the hospital in really bad shape. I missed the tour after and I was still sick for the next one, and the third one I was still sick. So they said, we're going to keep the guy who replaced you. I lost the gig because of that, which I will say was very depressing at the time. Ray asks, I'm sure, how long were you in hospital? 2 weeks at the hospital, then recovery was very, very, very long. I was out of business almost a year. It took me a while to get on my feet. This is an unpaid ad. If you're a fan of Bob Dylan, this book is a gold mine. If you love music history more than Bob, well, this book is still one to add to the library. As interesting as the time they spent in the studio or on tour are the backstories of the individuals, what they did before, how they came to be in Bob's orbit, and what they did after. There were many of us who were sad to lose Freddy. He was moving the songs in a direction that was more improvisational and even wild on some nights. This tour also has 2 drummers, not sure why, perhaps George's carpal tunnel syndrome that would see Jim Keltner called in as an emergency replacement on the spring of 2002 tour was threatening to flare up again. Or maybe he had a wedding to go to, or Bob thought it was 1981. Anyway, Richard Hayward of Little Feat fame joins George Rosselli for all these shows. The first show in Detroit on the 15th did not deviate too much from what Bob had been doing, except for the reemergence of Lonesome Day Blues after a year off. It was excellent. A good Blind Willie McTell and a version of most likely You Go Your Way and I Go Mine that is a good illustration of the interplay between Bob harp and Freddy's solos. The second night we moved to different seats in the same venue. Big surprise to open the night, Silvio for the last time ever. From the less than stellar but underappreciated album Down in the Groove, it is getting its last live play out of 594 appearances. For the more masochistic out there, you could chase some of these songs down. Sally Sue Brown twice in 1982 in Sydney and Seattle because of alliteration, I guess. When Did You Leave Heaven 10 times between 89 and 91. Had a Dream About You Baby 4 times in 88. Shenandoah 3 times in 1990, None Near the River. Rank Strangers to Me was a little more fond of, 26 outings from 88 through to 2001. I don't think I ever got one of those live. Of those not played from that album, I would venture to say that Death Is Not the End is well suited to Bob's current stage persona. First time I heard Silvio was in 1988. It was only the 12th time played live. Let's listen to 594 from the State Theater in Detroit, Michigan, March 16th, 2004. The rest of the show is pretty consistently strong. Good outings for Senor, Cry a While, and Watching the River Flow. Always nice to see Shooting Star in a set list, and I'm sure all the ladies enjoyed Make You Feel My Love. The out of left field extra songs, Get Out of Denver Tonight and Ball and Biscuit Tomorrow, are featured in episode 4 of Made You Listen, Lay Down Your Weary Tune, and Cover Me. The third night before we motor out of the Motor City. Every Grain of Sand and Man in a Long Black Coat are welcome monster songs on this evening, but I'm going to feature 2 lesser known songs. First, Under the Red Sky, a nursery rhyme of sorts, and a rollicking Wicked Messenger, played much less often than its sister song from the John Wesley Harding album, Drifter's Escape. I've put them together if you need a refreshment break.
and a moving home, and a runaway the drive.
We moved back across the border for 3 nights in what was then my hometown of Toronto, March 19 to 21, 2004. First up, a small arena show in Mississauga, just on the outskirts of the Greater Toronto Area. The big bang tonight is the return of Ballad of a Thin Man after 503 days. The rest of the set list is pretty static, but we're treated to a wonderful version of Floater, Too Much to Ask, featuring Freddy on violin this time.
Bob Madigan. You've just at the peril of your own life. I'm not quite as cool and forgiving as I might sound. I've seen enough heartaches and strife. My grandfather was a duck trapper. He could wear wood with just drag nets and ropes. Grandmother could sew new dresses out of old cloth. I don't know if they had any dreams or hopes. I had a much though, I suppose. To go along with all the ring dance and Christmas carols on all the Christmas Eves. I lived out my dreams and hopes. Buried under the back of the leaves. And I'm easy kicking somebody out. Gotta wait a while, it can be an unpleasant task. Once in a while, someone wants you to give something up. And tears or not, it can be too much to ask.
The next night finds us at one of the smallest venues I've ever seen Bob perform in. The Phoenix Concert Theater tops out at around 800 general admission. We were all there early, cold as it was, and we got treated to a special show. I've already highlighted a raucous Tangled Up in Blue from this night in a bonus episode, but just look at this set list and the insertion of songs that have been missing for a good while. All those songs are tour debuts, all are major songs. Quite an impressive run. Million Miles is a highlight, and I think this song is a showcase for Freddy's styling. It sounds so much better now than when it got a steady play back in 98 and 99. It was only tried once since then in 2001 before its rebirth late last fall in the final three-night stand in London. It's absolutely reborn, a major work being given the treatment it deserves.
That I really miss. I keep asking myself how long I can go on like this. You told yourself a lie. That's how I put it on my mind. I told myself, dude. I'm trying to get closer, but I'm still a million miles from you. Took the silver, you took the gold. You let me standing out there in the cold. People ask about you, I'll go tell them everything I do. Yes, I'm trying to get closer. I'm still a million miles from you. In and out, I'm deep asleep, throwing out my memory, and I did so deep, did so many things I never intended to do. But I'm trying to get closer, but I'm still a million miles from you. You look so bad, turn your lamp down low. I need every bit of it far, the places I got to go. Sometimes I wonder just what it's all coming to. I'm trying to get closer, but I'm still a million miles from you. Close my eyes. maybe in the next life, I'll be able to hear myself think. Feel like talking to somebody, but I just wish I knew. I'm trying to get closer. I'm still a million miles from you. Thing I just said before you hit the street, I'm gonna find me a janitor, sweep me off my feet. I said that's all right, baby. You do what you got to do. I'm trying to get closer. I'm still a million miles from you. There's nothing left to feel. And I like you too. I'm trying to get closer. I'm still a million miles with you. Voices in the night, trying to be heard. I'm just sitting here listening to the man-polluting world. There must be somebody I put me out for a jail too. I'm trying to get closer. I'm still a million miles from you.
Oh, wow, that was pretty powerful. You're allowed to go back and listen to that over again if you want to. On this night, we got Desolation Row for the only time on this tour. It's an intense reading, taking on some of the characteristics of the staccato delivery that Bob has been perfecting during 2003. The song's been done almost 600 times, but you would think this was the first time he performed it. These old songs are a good test of Bob's commitment to the show. If he's really totally dialed in on these, you're probably getting an excellent show. A friend of mine always checks out Tangled Up in Blue before he decides whether or not the show is worth watching. I say Freddy has been let loose a bit since the European tour, and he's really taking on big parts in these songs, in the bluesy songs. We missed too many verses in this for my liking, but it's a great version nonetheless.
Telephone spots at the back. Paint my passports brown. Getting powder spin the stairs. The surface is I'm under the star. They got him in a train. But then it's time in the jungle, walk up. The other mission is pain. But the blind small and restless. They need somewhere to go. That's maybe an eye. Look out tonight from destiny. So easy. Take one to know why she's fine. Got some hands in her back pocket. But it need to stop. In Camarilla, he's moaning. He belongs to me, I believe. Someone turns and says you're in the wrong room, my friend. Sleeping up on desolation road. That was all ghosted. The stars are beginning to hide. But you tell it, lady, it's making all of the things inside. I'll accept for king and eagle. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Everyone is here to make it love. I was expecting rain. And it gets out and he's dressing. He's getting ready for the show. He's going to the carnival tonight. Oh, it's a lazy road. There's a Robin Hood, but his memories in a trove. That's his way, I will go. With his friends, all jealous more. He looks so immaculately frightful. I said, oh, there's cigarette. And anyone else didn't drink, I said, yes, I take the upper bed. You would think that they gave him, but he was famous long ago. Oh, playing on the electric violin. Oh, it's amazing. Across the street, they look up. They're getting ready for the beat. A phantom of the opera. Get into the breeze. Let's put me in Casanova. Beginning to feel motion. And I kill him with self-confidence. After punishing and hit with words. And if I got a shot or two, see me go and get out of here. You don't know. Casanova. me how I was doing. Was that some kind of dough? All these people that you mentioned, yes, I know that they ain't quite late. I didn't reach their faces and give them all another day. I can't beat the good, not the bad. No, I'm gonna let it go. Let it live in bed and wrong. That's the way. Gotta roll.
The last of the 3 Toronto shows is at the Cool House, where I'm usually seeing bands like The Offspring, Arctic Monkeys, or Rancid. It's not Bob's usual venue. I Don't Believe You gets its first outing of the tour, and both Lay Lady Lay and Shooting Star get their last outing for the tour. But I'm going to focus on Freddy and the 60s classic with a version of Just Like Tom Thumb's Blues, a tour debut. It's missing the Up on Project Hill verse, but has a couple nice solos.
leaving his gold. Thinking of an angel who just survived from the cold. But looks so fine and fuss, but left looking just like a gold.
After the Toronto shows, we move on to Washington, D.C. for the last three shows, two of which we'll look at here. It's Cherry Blossom Weekend. The place is packed. We've got us one night booked at the infamous Watergate Hotel, the other two at less expensive places. After an afternoon of getting lost in the quadrangle, diagonal, circular streets of Washington, we find ourselves at the very intimate 930 Club. Bob loves the little venues, this one, like the Phoenix in Toronto, under 1,000. Drifter's Escape is a strong opener. It's all right, Ma, too. It's probably a must-play song in Washington, D.C., what with the naked president line and all. If Dogs Run Free shows up for the first time in a couple of years, last played in the summer of '02, Love Sick gets its last Freddy treatment. Just Like a Woman and Not Dark Yet are also treats. But you can't talk about this show without mentioning Hazel. We know of only 11 times this song has been played live outside the recording studio. This is the first time for paying guests of the common folk kind. That was only done 6 times, and I was fortunate enough to be at 3 of them.
Hazel, and that blonde hair, I would be ashamed never see with you anywhere. You, I got some of you I need her. Ooh, a little touch of your love. Hazel, stop asking you why. You're going somewhere, say you're mine. You got something I want plenty of. Ooh, a little touch of your love. I know I don't need any reminder to know how much I really care. But it's just making me blinder and blinder. 'Cause I'm above the hill and still you're not there. Hell, it's cold in our cave. Now don't make me play. It's a waiting game. You got something that I want to play of. Oh, a little touch of your love. Don't need a reminder to know that I really care. But you know it's just making me blind and blinder. Because I'm up on the hill and still you're not there. You're cold and I can't. I don't make me play this waiting game. You got something I want plenty of. Ooh, a little touch of your love.
The last show we'll look at tonight, but not the last time we'll cross paths with Freddy, is from the Bender Arena. I'm bypassing the final show at the Warner because it will be featured in another episode. This night brings us a rare Ring Them Bells, only played live 36 times, and 4 of those were at the Supper Club gigs. This is my debut, the first of 3 lifetime. We also get Dignity for the last time this tour, and a very nice Standing in the Doorway Crying, but let's finish on a more upbeat tune, Down Along the Cove. The lyrics at bobdylan.com present both the original recorded version and these alternate lyrics. Bob's rendition is near perfect.
kiss in my hand. Down alone I go. I got my suitcase in my hand. Said Lottie, mercy baby, and she played. I'm your man.
Well, that's a wrap. Thanks for joining in. I hope I made you listen.